What's going on, everybody? Tim Lawson here, host of The Better Life, a soccer better through and through, here to cover match day 3 in MLS and match day 1 of USL, my favorite league to bet on, starts tomorrow. Super stoked. I have 3 bets in MLS and I think 4 in USL, and I think they're all still available in the range in which I would recommend them. They're not all the same number that I got, but I think they're still in range to be bet. Disclaimer at the top: I'm not a professional bettor. I'm a seasoned bettor. I'm experienced in soccer. It's where sports betting is a self-sustaining hobby for me because of soccer. So take that as you will. Tail me, fade me, ignore me, hate me. I really don't care. These are my opinions. Do with it as you will. Let's start with last week, DC United and Houston. Those didn't get through. I would make those bets again. I think both teams performed well. Houston kind of got embarrassed, but again, like the Houston's gonna end up being this team where like the numbers to me look like they should be a bet, and then they don't come through. We'll see how many more times I bother putting money on them. DC United though definitely should not definitely there should have been a 1 goal loss at worst. I think they definitely played better than the scoreline shows. But Sporting Kansas City, that got through. And I'm only grading the 3 that I recommended last time that were available at the time of the video, right? I know I mentioned other bets that I had, but those weren't available. Those aren't going to count. Whether or not they got there doesn't matter. Just keeping a record of one bets that I recommend here that are available at the time that this publishes. So let's start with the MLS. I went to Inter Miami. Well, I guess I'm going to New York City is where the match is being held. Look, New York City has had 2 away matches and has lost one and drawn one. Inter has hosted 2 matches and they've won 2-0 in both of them. A competitive match against Montreal. I said by competitive I mean on the pitch, right in the 2-0 doesn't look competitive, but I thought Montreal performed okay. Then we all know Philadelphia is a great team, and Inter Miami gets it done there. I don't know if now that New York is, this is their home opener. This is going to be the first match on the road for New York, but I think Inter Miami is worth the play here. There's no reason to not think that they can't keep this close. I got plus 0.75 on the spread. It's still you can catch a half a goal. I wouldn't. I would only play the half a goal if you can get even money or better on that half a goal. That's sort of where I would draw the line. But I think there's no reason to think Inter Miami can't keep this one close, right? And Inter Miami can definitely play for a draw. They would definitely, I imagine, be happy coming into their first game on the road and coming with a point. So I like them. In that spot there. Then Seattle plus half a goal. I got it at even money. It's available at minus 125 now. I wouldn't play the plus half a goal at minus 125, but I would maybe look for plus 0.25 at like plus 110 or something like that. But minus 125 on the half a goal isn't that's about as far as I would play that. But same thing. I mean, Seattle has proven that they're a strong side. We'll see how strong they end up being. Come the dog days of summer, if this is just a fresh out the gate thing, or if they're going to compete through the summer and into the for the rest of the season. But there's no reason to believe that they can't keep this competitive against a Cincinnati team that I think looks okay, but hasn't really amazed yet. So I like Seattle to keep it close plus half a goal. Dallas and Vancouver over 2.5 goals. I got it at minus 110. I play it there. I wouldn't go minus 112, minus 113. That's okay. Like minus 115, it starts getting a little spendy. But um, just Vancouver, I think, isn't going to be able to stop Dallas enough. And I don't, whenever I look at a game, the question is which way do I want to bet this? And part of me wanted to bet Dallas, part of me wanted to bet the over. The reason why I'm going with the over here is Vancouver's numbers look okay enough that I can see them maybe getting one away on, pulling one off here against a Dallas team that I'm not sure, what to expect from them yet after 2 games. They looked okay, then they looked good. We'll see how they look in Vancouver, but I do think that there's no reason to think that 2-1 is a score line we could see either way. I like the over 2.5 in the Dallas Vancouver game. Going to the USL, my favorite league, two bets. Oh my goodness, do I ever love it. Louisville plus 110 on the money line is what I bet. It's dropped down a little bit. I would play Louisville at plus money on the money line. That's it. Like, Louisville to win at plus money or better, like whatever you can get a plus money. I would not lay any chalk. I would, plus money only on this. I think Louisville wins at least half the time in this situation. This team could be better than last year's team. Orange County has made improvements on what was a good team that couldn't really win last year, but I don't know if those improvements are going to gel well enough in this first match to hold off a great team like Louisville. So I'm taking Louisville to win plus 110. Sacramento, pick 'em plus 108. You can find plus 105 and stuff still out there. I would play this. Draw no bet is another way to play this. Plus money or better. Or plus, anything in plus money on the pick 'em or the draw no bet for Sacramento. I just think they're the better side, and I don't know if El Paso is going to have enough to be able to get away with a win here. So I don't think Sacramento loses. Therefore, I'm going to take the draw no bet. If it draws, then our bet's canceled, and we live to fight another day. But that's what I like there. Charleston, Phoenix over 2.5. I got it at minus 137. It's kind of a lot of chalk, but I wanted the 2.5, but I would still play this at over 2.75, plus 105, plus 110, something like that. Even money, yeah, plus 105, even money, something like that. I look, Phoenix, I think, has revival. I think we're going to see a little bit more of this Phoenix we're used to. Danny Trejo is playing up front for them. He's a good goal scorer. Traeger, Tristan Traeger, I think his name is last name Traeger, who plays now in Charleston under the new system with Ben Pierman, who was last year's Coach of the Year, coming over to Charleston. Look, Charleston has a bunch of new faces, got a new coach, got a new system. Who knows how quickly that really gets really starts gelling and working well together. But I think that works. But I would think that works for us in two ways on looking towards this over. I think there's a chance that if they're not quite used to playing with each other yet, maybe Danny Trejo can steal one or two, in the attack, and then on the other side, I think that as they're trying to figure things out, I still think that Traeger and that attack is going to be good enough to get one of their own. Both teams to score is another way of looking at this. That's not what I'm recommending here, but that's another way. That's another way to approach this because I do think that you get here by both teams scoring over 2.5 or over 2.75, depending on always shop around, get your best price. Indy 11 plus 1.5 goals. I got it at minus 131. I would play the plus 1.5 as far as minus 135. I wouldn't play the plus 1.5 beyond that. At that point, I'd be looking for plus 1.25, anywhere from like even money is probably what I would trying to look for there. Yeah, get the best price. I like the plus 1.5 a little bit better because that one goal loss, and I think is probable. I just think Indy 11's competitive enough with the they've had the 1 year under the year under Lowry system. They brought in a bunch of new players with quality talent. One of them being Cam Lindley, who was a part of the XG machine that was Colorado Springs, and I just think that they're going to be able to keep this one close. Tampa Bay, suffering an injury with Leo Fernandez. I don't know how much that matters considering how much depth they have and how much talent they have around that squad. But I think Indy 11 is going to be able to keep this close. So I like them plus the goal and a half. And that's what I got. I'm looking forward to it. Match day 1 in the USL. Couldn't be more excited. Been waiting 6 months, almost 6 months for this. So good luck with all your bets, everybody. And we'll do this again next week. Deuces.